Okay, so we're doing some straight up viewer tattoos today. Haven't been doing many of these lately. Whatever reason, as I've mentioned before, even though they're like the first thing that we did on this goddamn YouTube channel for Reacts, they just don't get any traction. And it's to a place where most people that send these fucking things in, they're like, oh, you never reviewed it. And meanwhile, I reviewed it like 6 months ago. So this is where your tattoos are. If you're interested in seeing them.
All right. So this one says, "Hey Remy, I'm Justin. Here's the picture of my scorpion tattoo in case mentioning. My leg isn't finished yet. It's a work in progress. I will be getting a cobra snake on the other side of on my left ankle. Same leg that's pictured above. I will be filling in all the negative space with background, so the rest of my leg will mimic a desert scene and will have more sand on the foot to fill in everything."
Sand, eh? That's
Yeah.
a vibe. Just fucking sand everywhere.
Above the pinup will be a sky background with a silhouette of birds flying. I actually just had my knee tattoo with a bat. It's not finished yet. Still needs to be colored in. I'm going to send you a follow-up email showing the whole front of the leg, showing the knee, bat. My Gmail isn't allowing me to send all the photos, so let me know what you think. You can use my pictures and email in Remy Reacts. Cheers! And then there's the follow-up email.
Yeah, you put a few in here.
A few emails. I always think it's crazy when clients have these like whole scenes like planned out.
Yeah, let's look at the fucking scorpion
Yeah,
here.
because like not everything works the way you guys think it does.
I mean, like, I think this can work. It's just like to have a whole desert scene is the idea here.
Yeah, but I mean, like, save your foot for something cool. Like, do like a desert rose or something.
Yeah,
like,
no,
why would you just put sand?
I don't
down
know
there?
how this like big, like almost naked woman fits into this. Like, is this from a fucking thing or?
No, I don't know.
It looks like she's only got one leg too, or is that a fucking peg
There's a
leg?
rifle.
What is happening?
It's a rifle.
Where's the other leg? She is really weirdly proportioned.
Bad pinup.
I kind of like it. It's like really weird.
I
but
should do some pinups.
yeah, like I don't actually hate it, and the scorpion is nice, and the desert background is pretty cool too. It's just, I think that's it, bud. Like I don't see where there's going to be room for more desert. You did it at a size that doesn't really make sense to have any more desert. Like this kind of looks like the scene. Other than rounding out below and around the scorpion, I don't really know how you carry on the desert. Like, sure, you can do some more below, but like that looks really capped off up there. Unless you're gonna do like a sky over top of it.
Yeah, I think that's what he said.
But like, there isn't really a ton of room for
Some
it
burps.
either.
Some sky, some burps.
And like, I actually, like, for what it's worth here, I think that all of these tattoos, because we're gonna talk about the other ones too, but I think everything he has is fairly nice on its own. The weirdest thing I see is the pinup.
I love his classy dog.
Yeah, the dog portrait is very nice.
I love classy dog portraits. They give me joy.
Like I really like the frame too. Mm-hmm. And the color frame behind it, like the backdrop behind it it does a nice job of kind of pushing forward the black and gray dog. The color bow tie is a nice touch as well.
Super cute.
I had considered doing like a red bow tie for the Mozart portrait on my leg too, but I wanted that one to be really like old classic kind of. And
yeah, I
like,
think the only way that you could have made it more old-timey is if you somehow figured out how to do it like that sepia tone, that brownie color.
that would have been achievable, but I don't know if that would have been as nice, especially because he's a white dog anyway.
Yeah.
I think that the white on black was the right call for him, and that's one of those one of those only situations where I really prefer white to color on black is for a portrait. I think a color realism portrait on blackout would be really, really weird and hard to do. Mm-hmm. And so I think for that one it was best that we did it that way. The bat I kind of like. I think probably for the knee a bat face would have been better, but it does a good job of framing the portrait. I think this is one of those things where I think you almost should have tilted the wing in closer on the one side, you might have needed to almost like stencil most of the bat and then stencil that wing separately. You know what I mean? Like cut off that part and just position it, because you can kind of see how they stenciled it when he was like sitting or something,
Yeah.
and then when he stands up, it's got a different shape. That's what it looks like to me, because the wing doesn't quite work the same way both sides, but it's a nice enough bat. I actually think the bat is the worst tattoo of the bunch that I've seen.
You don't think the pinup is the worst?
The pinup is quirky, right?
Yeah.
So like it's ugly, kind of, but like kind of cool.
Yeah.
Whereas the bat is sort of wonky, and I think probably too black, because they have negative space in the balance. I think that the balance of negative to black is odd, right? It just looks pretty chunky and not quite hitting the mark for black work. Whereas the pinup, she fits the scene of what's around her, right? So she's not as jarring. When you focus in on her, she looks strange, but she kind of fits, you know? I don't know. The bat, he kind of looks a little bit rough for me.
Yeah.
But I like bats, so I'm inclined to give him a pass, right? Like, sometimes subject matter can sway your opinion on something, and then when you actually get looking at it, the weirder it kind of gets, right? So it kind of looks more like a bug in the face or something.
No, yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's just everything is so tight in there, too. There isn't enough room for anything to breathe in there. So I think probably just having the face of the bat would have probably been better. And you could have used the ears to frame the portrait as well. Obviously, I'm just nitpicking. It's not a horrible tattoo. It's just a little bit strange. I think maybe if it was able to be bigger, it would be better. A design like this almost feels like it was meant for a different area, and they just put on a knee. But I'm not going to beat this to death. Let's see what else he's got going on here, because we can see
pumpkin.
a little bit more. There seems like there's another dog over here that isn't quite finished.
I like pumpkin knee.
Looks like he's going to be a steampunk dog.
Cute.
And then the pumpkin is kind of cool. He's not quite on the knees a little bit. Is he on the knee? This guy's got really undefined knees.
Some people, that's like the hardest thing about like tattooing people's
Mine are
knees.
super fucking defined.
I know, but like some people's knees are really weird.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't look like a knee.
Tattooing around knees is a experience. Putting a stencil around like in the knee area is another experience.
Yeah, it's
I like it. I like pumpkin.
it is colored, but it's kind of got like a very muted palette. I think it was actually it's a strange choice not to color the eyes and the mouth.
Maybe it's not done. It's pretty spicy.
Yeah, maybe it's not done. I guess because the wick isn't done either, right?
Yeah.
But it does look like it could be finished.
Like
at the
they
same
might have
time.
tapped out. I mean, the knee, it can.
Maybe they started
it
both of
can
these.
swell like crazy too.
Oh
right?
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So maybe that's as far as they
These
got.
are
before
rarely perfect in one shot.
Yeah.
It's another elbow, but this guy has pretty. Looks like they're pretty like soft knees, or not as like grainy as some.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not going to talk about this guy's knees forever. Let's move on to the next one. I like his collection he's got going for what it's worth.
It's fun.
I don't hate any of it.
So the next one, the title is a tattoo cover-up / fix-up from a previous video you did on my leg piece.
Yeah, I remember this. He made the thumbnail. It was a long time ago.
Says, just talked to you on Insta, brother. This is the tattoo from the title, Oh the Horror, with my leg piece as the thumbnail. Laugh out loud. I finally decided to get it redone after watching your comments. The experience of the original piece is horrible. Overworked the shit out of it. Overpriced the fuck out of me and gave me this faded blob. I had it redone last year. I think it came out better. She did the best she could with what she had in front of her. Thanks again, man.
I will be the judge of that.
So
of
is
course.
this the before?
Now remember, whatever I'm saying about this tattoo, it will have to hold water in about 2 years when he sees this video.
Yeah.
So this is what he had.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
So, and I think,
That's
yeah,
what I
this
thought.
made the thumbnail, and I wrote "Oh, the horror." I
It's
believe.
pretty bad.
And I think this might have been even like a specifically horror tattoo video that Kevin and I did, where it was all horror tattoos. But this is like Remember we were talking about tattoo stuff?
Yeah, there's a lot of tattoo stuff.
This is literally like tattoo stuff 101.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Look at all of that, like rose stuff, spider web.
Oh, I just finished a whole arm of tattoo stuff.
Yeah, you've done some tattoo stuff. Like tattoo stuff is going to be, everyone's going to do it at some point, but this is as clear an example of tattoo stuff as you're ever going to get. It's just this kind of big amorphous blob of black and gray shades.
Yeah.
No real plot or look, there's a spider over there, I think.
This is when like tattoos kill me. There's just no like there's no black. There's a lot
There's
of
some black in there,
mid-tones.
but because there's no room for anything to breathe, it doesn't really show.
Yeah.
Like, look, there is some depth around the hands there. What look like they're supposed to be hands anyway. See, this is the thing about anything slightly realistic. Like, even though it's horrible, you can still kind of figure out what it is. If this is any other tattoo, you can't even do that, right? So people are naturally more inclined to be forgiving with black and gray. Now, I will say this is better than it was. And obviously, the woman doing it had very little possible range of motion.
You can't change the layout.
The layout is doomed, and that's why I always say a poorly done tattoo, it's well laid out, you can always fix, but a poorly laid out tattoo, no matter how well it's done, it's pretty much fucked.
I mean, if I did this transformation, I'd be happy with it. I think this is nice.
Well, the thing is I would
what it
need to
was.
see it healed.
Yes.
However, I can already tell you it's going to be much better healed than it is fresh.
Yeah.
Because, like, what I would have done if this came to me is I would have convinced them to get rid of almost all this background. Like, it's not adding anything, and it's actually just taking away from what could be a good portrait, right? Like, she made the woman quite a bit more defined. But what would help her stand out more is to get rid of all of this weird trash in the background.
Yeah, I would have like that like clouded black behind her. I would have turned it into like a cloudy black miasma flame taking
Something.
away
Better
a
than
lot of
whatever the
that.
fuck it is.
Because the cloud that you have on your leg, it's too uniform to be like nice cloud, if that makes sense. Like
And
it's
then-
just too like kid drawing cloud.
Doesn't look like they did anything to address the rose.
Yeah, but I think like it's
probably
still,
just get rid of that.
it's still doable to like like I would just run over the cloud with some of that black background, make it look kind of like flamey, smoky, like coming off of her.
This is like I was just telling Dave when he had this little tiny rose just hanging out with the snake in that design. I'm like, why is the rose here if it's not going to be sizable?
Right.
Like, why even have it? It's like you've got like a big plate of steak and you've got like this tiny little piece of broccoli on the plate. It's like, are you having broccoli or not?
Right.
Like, you gotta have some fucking vegetables there. Like, if you're gonna have them, have them. I'm not saying you even need them, but if they're gonna be there, have something. You don't do this just for no reason. Like, it's like, why include it? The rose looks like an afterthought, and like, already the portrait is too small. So having that rose there, and it's, even though the rose is too small as well, it looks like there's another one down there too. It's like, why? You're just adding shit for no reason, right? Either commit to it or don't, but don't.
Right.
And like the clouds, they're bigger than the fucking portrait is. So I think if you just eliminate them altogether, then the portrait will have more room
Yeah,
to
that's
stand
what I
out.
said. Brush more of this like smoky backdrop off of her, and if some of the clouds remain, it's fine. But like I would just be like making it almost look kind of like flamey.
I mean, the artist
smoky.
worked wonders, particularly in the hands and the mouth.
Yeah.
I think probably the ridged lines of her face here are too hard. But, I mean, they had a very hard job.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that you're happier with this now. I think that there's...
happier with it. As I said, if I did this tattoo at our shop, I'd be like, yeah, I did
Well,
it.
I mean, you would
High
do better
fives.
if you had free space. But,
Yeah. I mean like this fits up though.
The thing is like the damage was done on
Mm-hmm.
the layout, and short of completely blacking the fucking thing out, this is about the best you're gonna do with
Yeah.
this. I just think that getting rid of some of this background clutter would do a lot to upgrade the piece as well now. So those are my 2 cents on the matter.
Mm-hmm.
And do it as you will when you see this in 2 years' time.